You're right, guys, it's Capcom Tom here, and welcome to episode number 6 of The Path to Paris. Now, as you can see, we're doing some trading, the first bit of trading that we've done in this series so far. About time, yes, I know, but the way I was doing it is I didn't have all that many coins, so I was like, need something that I'm going to be able to flip, aka buy and sell very quickly. So I decided to do consumables. So I went away and bought a whole load of all training plus 10 cards, and I bought them for between 300 and 350 on a bid, just mass bidding on them all. Every single one I saw for under that price, put a bid on and just waited until I used up all of my coins. And as you can see, I'm going through the listings here to find out what the lowest buy it now is that a lot are coming up for, and it seemed that 450 was probably about the amount that a lot were coming up for. But because I've got loads and loads of them, I thought, you know, why don't I just list them all up for 500 bin? That way I won't get skanked if someone bids 400 on them instead of buying them now. And also I will be able to, you know, potentially make an extra 50 coin profit. And when you're talking about, what, about 23 cards I think I picked up, you know, 50 coins times 20, that's an extra 1,000 coins profit. So it's something that you have to be taken into careful consideration. So there you can see me listing them all up. If I bought them for 300, trying to list them up for a minimum of 450, or trying to get 500, that's between 200 to 100 to 200 coins profit on every card. So obviously I'm going to lose a little bit of tax, which is about 20 coins. So it's either going to be 80 or 180 coins, roughly profit on each card. Anyway, if you're looking to buy some Ultimate Team coins, go and check out futcoinemporium.com. Their link will be down in the description. A fast, cheap and reliable coin service. So here we go. You can see that we are going into our first game, coming up against what I thought was going to be a randomer, but it actually turned out to be a YouTuber called the Homeless Penguin, who was actually streaming at the time, and I saw a whole load of tweets go out that I was playing him, so I knew that I was in for a difficult game, especially since he has a very strong BPL side with plenty of very, very good players in there, especially that, well, I can't even remember how to pronounce his name, but the Romanian centre-back from Spurs, who's the fastest one in the BPL. Anyway, he took the lead through Cornelius, and I was a bit disappointed because it wasn't, you know, a clean goal, as I would call it. It was a bit scrappy and it ended up going into the back of the net, but we managed to equalise 5 minutes later through a Menez. Nice little cross, nice little header, and unfortunately in the 36th minute he took a shot and it froze. So I don't know what happened. I ended up getting disconnected. I don't know whether it was my connection or someone messing with my connection, we'll put it that way, that made me disconnect, because I hadn't had any problems up until that point for the last 2 hours, and it seemed weird that as soon as I was playing someone who was streaming, I get disconnected. Anyway, I left it the night, my internet wouldn't turn back on, so came back the next morning, a whole load of my attribute cards had sold. They'd all gone for 450. The skank had gone away and bid 450 instead of buying them now for 500 each, which was very frustrating, but what can you do? We've still got some more left over as well to sell on. We've got 6,600 coins, and I think there's about 9 of them left, maybe 8 of those cards left, so, you know, we're going to probably have about 10k after we manage to sell them all. Anyway, we're going to jump into another game since that first one didn't really count, and this guy's got 86 chemistry team. His ratings, though, are on average higher than mine, so I was a little bit worried, but I wasn't too worried about it, since that chemistry loss probably meant that he wasn't rocking the best of players. Now let's have a look at what he is actually playing, and I was very surprised to see he's got Ramsey in his team, but he's playing him as a centre-back. He's using Inform Ramsey there. So why he's using him as a centre-back, I don't know. He's also got, I can't remember, the Spanish CDM from Swansea as well, playing as a centre-back when he's a CDM as well. Now we took the lead through Bodmer with a header from a corner, so that's what, 2 out of the 3 goals that have been scored in this episode so far from headers, and then we scored another header from Bodmer from a corner, so it's like a carbon copy of the first goal to give us a 2-0 lead. That makes it 3 out of 4 goals scored in this episode with headers. We make it 4 out of 5 goals in this episode scored with the head. This time it was him scoring with McDonald, but we finally get one that was along the floor, and as you can see, the ball going all over the place, aids central, and Menez is eventually there to tack it away in the 89th minute, and we do take down a 3-1 victory. So there you go, that's pretty nice. We are going to be taking down those coins, especially since we got that disconnection loss. Our record, it would be, like, I think at this point 10 and 3. I'll have to check in a second when the screen comes up, but we would have only got 3 legitimate losses. Yeah, it would have been 12 and 3 at this point if it hadn't been for all the disconnects that we've suffered. So that's a bit frustrating. Anyway, we're going to go and make a signing, and it is going to be Maxwell. You can see here that I'm bidding on him. The lowest bite now was 800, and I managed to pick this one up for 650. So that was pretty good. I mean, if I wanted to sell him on, I could make profit on him, which is always something you should be looking to do. So that's pretty good, and he is now going to be plopped into our squad, as you can see, just accepting him, putting him in the old club. And here we go, we're going to take out this bronze player. We do have Digne on the bench, so we do already have a left back, but we're going to probably use Digne now as a rotation player because I believe Maxwell would be a better fit for this team. I did briefly try and see if Digne would get full chemistry as a left back in left mid position, but he only gets 5, and I assume that if we made him a left wing back he would only get, well, 7. So I don't think we'll be able to do the plan that I was hoping to and use Digne at left mid until we manage to sign, you know, Lavezzi, which is going to take us a little while. But anyway, he gets a check on the checklist. He's had his official squad number assigned to him, and now we can dive into a game. So let's go have a look. We're actually rotating, I think it was Jallet from the right back position and playing Maxwell at the right back position for this game because of fitness reasons, and you can see that we are coming up against a pretty strong looking Pro League team, both Kuyate and Proto being changed from silver 74 rated players from last season into gold non-rares, which is a shame because their price will be nothing compared to what it was, but you know, they're still very dangerous players. Fortunately for us, we managed to take the lead. We are playing a weakened side in this game because of the amount of fitness issues I'm having. Real problems. I think I'm playing Korean at right mid. I'm playing what's his name, Harris up front instead of Maurice. So it was a difficult game to say the very least because his team was very strong and mine wasn't particularly. Anyway, he managed to equalise in the last minute of the game, which was very frustrating for me because I managed to hold him off all game. No goals in extra time, so we had to go into a penalty shootout, score the first one. Should have probably saved his first one, but we managed to save his second one, which was pretty good. So a nice diving save to the left there to manage to save that. But I went down the middle and he read it and stayed in the middle. So we're back on level terms when we come to the the 7th penalty, which we managed to tuck away with Rabiot. So that was pretty decent. So it's now all down to him. The pressure is on him to make sure he stays in this. And fortunately, we managed to save it with our foot there. So that was pretty good. And it means that we now have the chance to win the game by scoring this penalty. Motta hits it straight in the middle. And again, he reads that middle shot. It's very difficult to score with some of these players. The green bar is very small and the thing is going very quickly across it. Anyway, we have the chance to win it and we do manage to save his final penalty and take down the result. So I was very happy about that. A very tense game. Really didn't want to lose unnecessarily. And yeah, we're back on what would be a win streak if we weren't getting disconnected. I think we've probably gone 3 games in a row where we have won them all, so that's pretty good. And you can see there that we also take down around 600 coins as well. Now we can make a signing, and this is going to be probably the last cheap signing for a player that's under 1,000 coins, and is going to be Verratti, the CDM Italian. Looks very strong actually, decent pace, decent defensive stats, and 77 rating overall. Only problem with him is that he only has 60 heading, but he does have 79 passing and decent dribbling as well. So hopefully he'll be able to set up the play a little bit. And I decided that, you know, because we're putting him into the team, now we can try and use a different formation and see if we can get a full PSG squad for the first time. I believe it would be if we manage to put all of the PSG players in. So we go down to the 4-2-3-1. This is the only formation that I feel will be, well, able to get full chemistry, although we could play the 4-3 or 1-2 because you know, we do have 2 strikers, but we don't have a centre forward, so we would probably have to play the likes of Pastore there, but he's playing in the centre attacking mid slot at the moment, as you can see. He doesn't get full chemistry there. In fact, he only gets 3, which is a bit of a shame. But these things can't be helped, and he was a centre attacking mid last year, so I feel like he can play that. Anyway, we changed Verratti's kit number. It actually takes over Bodmer's, who was obviously not at the club, as I said in one of the episodes where we signed him. But because he's no longer at the club, but he does have a PSG card, we are going to use him because it's difficult enough with the number of players PSG has at the moment to you know, squad rotate. So we're going to put Bodmer's kit 99 just because we know it won't interfere with any other squad numbers. So Verratti is getting the check mark on the check list, and we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't even know, there's about 10 more players to sign. I'm sure that there'll be plenty of informs coming out, and obviously we have to trade to about 5 to 600k to buy Ibrahimovic. I'm pretty sure he'll have gone up as well by the time we try and sign him, so it's going to be a bit of a struggle to get there, that's for sure, especially since the highest, or the next highest price that I went and checked just a minute ago was about 30,000 coins for Cavani, and if the prices have changed since I recorded this commentary, which was back on Wednesday, then you'll have to excuse that. Anyway, we can see here that we are going into our next game, and we are coming up against a decent looking silver team, although it is all non-rare, and I was pretty confident that I could walk away with a victory in this one, so we are going to go and see what happens. So first goal does go to me, a bit lucky, Rabiot here with a nice little inside ball, Menez makes the good run, keeper saves it, but there's Rabiot to actually put that one into the back of the net. And Rabiot is actually a very, very decent player. He's done some very good stuff for us, and as you saw on the stats of the players that I showed you a second ago, he is actually up there as one of the highest assisters. Is that even a word? He's got one of the highest assist ratios anyway. So yeah, we are 1-1 at this point after a bit of bad defending. No idea how this ends up in the back of the net. Such a weird little sort of cross from Bodmer. He's on the floor, it goes arcs high over the goalkeeper, and there's Rabiot to manage to put that one into the back of the net with the head. Now this is a fantastic run from Bodmer, I have to say. That is something that I have noticed on FIFA 14, is that they do make some very, very good and intelligent attacking runs. You can see there he came in around the side and the ball was played perfectly, I have to say, on my own behalf. But yeah, he was a very, very good run, and it was absolutely perfect. Nice little finesse shot to finish it off, and we do take down a 3-1 victory, although we only get about 400 coins because our boost has now run out, so we're going to have to look into buying another one of those. Whether we can, I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see on that front. So guys, hope you have enjoyed the episode. Obviously, if you could drop it a like, that would be absolutely amazing. 1,000 likes will ensure that I upload another one of these tomorrow. But other than that, I'm going to have to stop talking. I will leave it there, and I will see you all next time.